As we're going along on our wellness journey, sometimes it helps to take supplements. So today I'm going to talk about the essential oils as supplements we're going to take to support the musculoskeletal system. Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Minke. This is Minke Wellness. And man, in the musculoskeletal system, there's a ton of different supplements we could take. So how is it that I'm choosing just this? And of course, you can't take one of everything that's good for you. We got to choose carefully and figure out, okay, what's something that I can do that's going to really make an impact. And essential oils have such unique properties, and when we take them as supplements, they just have something that no other supplement can really give us quite the way essential oils do. And so what we're going to do is that as part of the program this month is to take some essential oils as supplements. In particular, we're going to be doing lemongrass and marjoram oil. And Young Living provides essential oils in their vitality line, lemongrass and marjoram oil in this vitality line. And this vitality line is that guarantee of purity that you can take these internally, totally safe, approved for internal use. And so because of that, we can talk about some of the properties that you can expect out of using an essential oil, and that you wouldn't be able to do if they were labeled for cosmetic use only, or aromatic use only. The FDA would not allow you to discuss the internal body effects that can happen from using those essential oils, because you don't get, according to the FDA, you can't talk about a cosmetic product helping a body system. And of course, that's what the supplements are doing. And so in this case, we're talking about lemongrass and marjoram oil. And so let's talk about these two oils. And what we're going to do is we're going to put those both in a capsule, same capsule, and take those internally as part of our support. Now, why would we want to take, first of all, if you're kind of concerned about taking essential oils internally, you do need to watch my video that I've done on that already, and I'll put the link in the description below. But taking the supplements, essential oils as supplements allow for some very, very unique properties. Essential oils are very small molecules, so they move very quickly into the body. And you notice that if you've ever taken peppermint oil, or you have a peppermint, even just a peppermint candy or peppermint gum, you start to chew that peppermint, that gum that has peppermint, and you feel immediately that coolness, and it's not just coolness that stays on the tongue, it's all over, it goes into the body, you feel it moving into the tissue. So essential oils start absorbing into the bloodstream. When we take those as supplements, they start absorbing into the bloodstream immediately. Now, in this case, we're going to be taking them, you could, of course, these two oils we're talking about, lemongrass and marjoram, you could put them in water and drink them that way as a supplement. But I'm going to recommend putting them in a capsule, simply because the taste of these and how sharp they are on the in the mouth would probably warrant a better experience in a capsule. Okay, so in this case, as soon as that capsule breaks open in the stomach, we're gonna feel those essential oils immediately move into the tissue. So that's one of the benefits of essential oils. They move very, very quickly. You don't have an absorption problem. And especially in the area of the supplements for the musculoskeletal system, a lot of supplements do not absorb well. We're talking about minerals. We're talking about things like MSM don't absorb if it's in a pressed tablet. You've heard about glucosamine, MSM, those kind of things. If those are in a pressed tablet, you don't even absorb them. A lot of your vitamins, they're in a pressed tablet, you just don't absorb them very well. And here's where taking essential oils as a supplement, you're going to get absorption. That happens automatically. So now let's look at the specific properties of lemongrass and marjoram, and see how they can benefit us. Now, lemongrass is sort of traditionally known to support the connective tissue. Okay, and so here's where the connective tissue, of course, is all the tissue that wraps. We've got every muscle is wrapped in connective tissue, every fiber, everything. So it's layers and layers and layers of wrapping to make it tough and hold its shape. Because if I'm going to take tissue and contract it, it has to hold its shape, otherwise it's not going to pull either end, right? The whole point of the muscle system is as it contracts, as it pulls the two end points together. Well, it has to be a pretty tough connection at those ends, and that's the connective tissue. It connects those muscle fibers to the bone. And so we get that. The joints are surrounded by connective tissue, and that is what holds the joint together. And these are things like tendons and ligaments. So ligaments in particular are connecting bone to bone. The tendons are connecting muscle to bone. Got a lash in my eye. So the connective tissue is so important to stay healthy, and that gets beat up a lot in our culture, and especially in the area of musculoskeletal. When we have trouble in the musculoskeletal area, what's one of the things that the doctors turn to help with the pain is steroids, okay? And I get it, I understand. You want to be able to function, you want to get that inflammation down, you want to be able to move the joints, but steroids will tear down connective tissue. So long-term use of prednisone and cortisol and those other things are going to tear down the connective tissue, making the whole system weaker, and in the end, we're worse off. Short-term, short-term gain, long-term loss. And I'm in this for the long haul. I really want to be healthy long-term. So helping support the connective tissue with the lemongrass oil, very, very useful. The marjoram oil comes in a unique way in that it is a relaxer. It really helps to just calm the muscle system down, and helps to just helps the circulation move very effectively through tight tissue. So it'll help to open up the circulation system and help the blood flow through. And that is so important for muscles, especially if they're tight. We've got to get that circulation in there, otherwise the tissue gets ischemic, and you've heard me do that talk already, but the tissue gets ischemic, low oxygen, muscles start cramping, and it's bad news, and we're we're worse off than we started. So this combination, powerhouse combination, lemongrass, marjoram, and then we have the extra benefit of essential oils in general tend to be antioxidant, and they tend to be fat-soluble antioxidant. And if you haven't watched my video on the oxidative stress associated with mitochondria, you need to go and watch that, because the oxidative stress happens deep inside the cell at the level of the mitochondria, and the antioxidants that protect the cell have to be present there at the time. It doesn't do any good to have the cell get damaged and then have your antioxidants that are running around in the bloodstream, but they're not making it inside the cell. We've got to get those antioxidants all the way in, and that's where essential oils in general tend to be very potent antioxidants. Marjoram oil in particular is a good antioxidant, and it's a fat-soluble small molecule that moves through the tissue, moves through the cell, and it's going to be right there hugging the mitochondria right at the time that it's needed. And so we get that extra benefit of the essential oil, the power of essential oils taken as a supplement. Now, I'm going to show you again how I do this. We're going to take an empty capsule. I just bought, the empty vegetarian capsule at the health food store, but you could take any old capsule if you wanted to. And this capsule, a little hard to handle, slippery, but I've got a little cap that I take off, and I put maybe half marjoram and half. Now, some of these capsules will hold, they'll hold quite a bit of oil, 20 drops or so, so you might not want to start out with 20 drops, maybe 5 drops of each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I guess I should show you that. All right, let me get, so that was the marjoram. Here's the lemongrass. So again, it's this vitality line that Young Living has. And so here's this, I don't know if you're seeing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so I have chemist's hands. And so there's a half a capsule, 10 drops, 5 of each, 5 lemongrass, 5 marjoram. And I'm going to need water, and I don't have it with me, so I'm not going to show you taking this. Sorry. But I can't take a pill without water. So anyway, that's what it is. It's half a capsule right there. Now, this will melt through the capsule, so I better take this in just a few minutes. But so take this internally, and then what we're going to do is be doing that twice a day. I'm going to, but we'll see how it goes, and you can modulate how much. 5 drops of each, 10 drops. Don't take that on an empty stomach. Highly recommend taking essential oils with food because then that will trap it, doesn't burp it up. Okay, it may slow down the transit time into the body, but it's all going in, so you're going to be good. If you do not getting the results you're looking for, and when you take your oil with food, then just increase your amount of oil. I mean, if you doubled that and took 10 and 10, you'd be fine. It's not going to be too much. I mean, you gotta have to measure that for yourself and see. You know, like I said, some people don't. The essential oils are pretty potent, and so they just kind of go a little light, and that's fine. All right, so that's part of our program today, is taking supplements to support the musculoskeletal system. In this case, lemongrass and marjoram oil, amazing. Essential oils, amazing as supplements, and just something you're not going to get with any normal supplement associated. And there's lots of supplements to choose from. I get it, I understand that. But this is going to have so many different properties that benefit that are unique to essential oils. Okay. Happy wellness, one day at a time. I know we're working our way through, and if you're jumping in right here because you're really interested in the musculoskeletal system, I highly recommend this wellness program. That you go back, and I mean, yes, it's fine. I'm not welcome, and I'm glad you're here. I really do want people to start at the beginning of the program at some point, go back and really get the whole system working together, because you can't just you start at one point. I mean, wellness is going to start anywhere, so you do what you can, and that's great. What I'm saying is this wellness program is put together systematically to start at the beginning and go through one system at a time. We start with the respiratory system. Why? Because oxygen and water, those two. That's first one is respiratory system. Second one is the circulatory system. We've got to get oxygen and water to the tissue, or the rest of it doesn't matter. Which is why I love this, because it's going to help deliver that extra circulation right down and deliver antioxidants right to the cell. So anyway, very excited about this. You can tell I geek out about the science underneath these things. But all right, one day at a time. We'll see you tomorrow.